Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get serious with Chrysos. My channel has always been built on transparency ever since I started releasing videos, almost 2 years ago now, and I want to continue with that. And I feel like with Chrysos, I haven't been as completely honest with the things I'm saying because I don't want to cause fear to those that are getting introduced to Chrysos or cryptocurrency in general, or even lending platforms having to do through or that are used through cryptos. And it's important for us to try to give newcomers and those that are involved confidence, so the market, the cryptocurrency market as a whole, continues to grow. And honestly, it's not an easy thing to do when those of us that really do understand the market see what's currently happening. And if you go to CoinMarketCap, you'll see that the market cap is $431 billion in the entire cryptocurrency market, and we have over 1,500 cryptocurrencies altogether. Now, at its peak, there was, I think, $750 billion invested in the cryptocurrency market, maybe more, maybe closer to 8, back in December when Bitcoin was at its highest. Why am I talking about Bitcoin right now when this is a Chrysos update? It's because Chrysos has there's a lot of involvement, or the entire cryptocurrency market as a whole revolves around what Bitcoin is doing, since it's the main cryptocurrency. And if Bitcoin is ranging, going up and down, then likely that means that a lot of the other cryptocurrencies, which are called altcoins, are either increasing in value or doing something very similar. But I found that in that case, usually the altcoins, and that would include Chrysos, do very well. But when Bitcoin is falling like it has been in the past couple weeks, or even a month now, it really just caused fear in the market as a whole, and everybody jumps out of everything. So a lot of people have been talking about, for example, Dvorcoin. And Dvorcoin was the new BitConnect, or the new lending type of platform that took over some of the old guys' business and was going to have a lot of success. Well, it had a big hiccup because of BitConnect going under, but this push down hasn't been just because of people thinking that this type of cryptocurrency, which having to do with lending platforms, is a scam, or is not a working business model, or is a pyramid scheme or something like that. It doesn't have to do with just that, although that does have some involvement, but it has to do with the lack of people pulling out of the cryptocurrency market as a whole. And it's not just Dvorcoin that's falling a lot. So don't you guys think that people have decided that Dvorcoin is now a scam? No, it's not. That's not the case. If you go to the cryptocurrency, if you go to all the cryptocurrencies, you'll see that all of them are down, or a good portion of them, and have been. But if you look at Bitcoin and where it is right now, you'll see that it's pushed down. You'll see that it found a candle, the special candle right here, that shows there's potential for a bounce at this point. I've said that I feel like Bitcoin will find support in the $5,000 to $7,000 mark, and this hit about 7,565 and is currently bouncing. So what does that mean for the market? Well, maybe Bitcoin has finally found support, and a lot of analysts have been saying, very similar to what I have, that Bitcoin has potential to find support in the $7,000 to $8,000 mark. So a little bit higher than what I was saying, but that could mean a good thing for those of us that are investing in Chrysos. Because if Bitcoin has finally found support in this area down here and is going to jump up, I think it's unlikely that it will necessarily hit this level again. It's possible that it could jump back down, but it will likely use this area now, this 7,500 area, as a support level, and if Bitcoin does fall back down again, it will likely bounce off that same place. So this is a new support for me, and I do think that Bitcoin will make a rise here, and it will make a rise for the coming weeks, unless there is some really negative news that comes out, which is always possible, and things could change. But I do think that, technically speaking, this could be a time for Bitcoin to start on the rise again. So that is a great thing for us at Chrysos. And because let me back up just a little bit, because if we're talking about the cryptocurrency market as a whole, and my older videos from back a month or two ago talking about the cryptocurrency market, I did mention that it doesn't matter what cryptocurrency you invest in, all of them, almost every single one was climbing, because the market continued to grow and people kept jumping on and hearing about it. New people kept investing new money into it, and so as long as the cryptocurrency market is growing as a whole, then you really can't go wrong. And that's what was happening back when I was investing before the big popping of the cryptocurrency bubble. So guys, we just need to get back to that point. And what I'm saying here is that that's possible with the current state of Bitcoin and what's happening in the market right now. So for those of you that are trashing Chrysos or the cryptocurrency market as a whole, I guess they have pretty good reason to, because of the current state of the market. And there's a lot of skepticism because of that. But if Bitcoin has found its support level, people will start jumping on, and the market cap will continue to rise. Just 2 hours ago, or 3 hours ago, before this started happening, so 5 hours ago, there was only $350 million invested, $1 billion invested in the cryptocurrency market. Now there's 437. So that's pretty close to $100 billion just in the last 5 hours. And so it shows you how fast people can drop off, so exit, Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency market, and then jump back in. So it's a very volatile market, and hopefully this is the beginning of a new rise in the cryptocurrency market, and that would mean very positive things. Now, since this video is about being real when it comes to Chrysos coin, let's get a little bit more deep into the elements, how Chrysos fits into this whole picture, a better picture of that. If Bitcoin falls and continues to fall further, so breaks the 7,000 mark and goes down to what I was thinking, maybe the 5K mark, then that means that this market cap that I showed you, more people will drop out. We could hit a 300 billion mark or even lower than that because of people exiting. And honestly, yeah, that means not good things for coins like Chrysos, because the first thing that's going to happen is people are going to pull out of the alternative coins, and first before they pull out of the other ones, and that would include Chrysos, because Chrysos is a smaller coin. It's not a main contender, at least not yet. So if Bitcoin rises, that is a great indication for the survival of Chrysos coin. But if Bitcoin falls and continues to, even a gradual fall to the 5,000 mark over the span of the next 13 days before Chrysos coin is we're allowed to sell any Chrysos coin. So this falls and falls past the 7,000 mark and drops further and kind of just sitting down there. No, that doesn't mean good things for Chrysos. That likely will mean that the coin won't survive. Now, I don't know how long it will take for it to die, but it will probably likely be at some point if the cryptocurrency market doesn't find support and people start getting more confidence to invest in it. So is there any good from the current space? Well, we have potential for another rise right now, so that's good. And once the rise happens, more people may jump on to Chrysos, causing the coin to survive and last a lot longer. A lot of people are saying that, well, you need to use the lending platform in Chrysos in order for it to really survive. That's only part of it. We need the cryptocurrency market as a whole to grow, and for more confidence to be put into it, we need Bitcoin to rise, really, in order for the other coins to start gaining more investors. So for those of you saying that you need to lend, yes, that's an important part of it. But the underlying fact is, if Bitcoin continues to fall, other cryptocurrencies like Chrysos will do as well, will fall as well, and the potential sell-off on the 14th of February, so the time that we're allowed to sell CHR or Chrysos, could be a lot more substantial if Bitcoin is down. But if Bitcoin is on the rise and it hits like 11 or 12,000 by the 14th of February, that's a great sign. I think that there'd be a less likelihood of a huge sell-off on Chrysos if Bitcoin has a bit more strength. So the good thing here is that we're not invested in Bitcoin at this point when it's falling. And so that we can look at that as a good thing, but we're in kind of a limbo stage here where we don't know what's going to happen in the next 12 days. We have 12 days of waiting period, and anything can happen with Bitcoin. It could fall further, it could rise higher, and we need to hope for a rise, and we need to hope that it continues to ride up from here. Because that will give us a better idea of the future of Chrysos coin as a whole. Alright guys, that's pretty much what I wanted to say, and I feel like I haven't been quite as honest in my videos revolving around Chrysos, and I don't want to do that anymore, because I've had some comments coming in saying, oh, you're just so naive, you don't understand how the market works. I do. I haven't been telling you guys as much, and so I've decided to throw that out the window and start going back to my roots of how I began this entire video blog of mine. I know the risks involved with my 12,000 that I invested in Chrysos, and I know that I can lose it. And my chances of losing it are a lot higher if Bitcoin falls more. But I want to let people know that investing in any ICO, Chrysos was a token in the ICO phase, now it's a coin, and there's a lot of risk in investing in ICOs, because when they hit the market on the 14th, when they listed on the exchanges and on the internal exchange, we don't know what's going to happen with Chrysos coin. Is it going to hold at its $14 mark? I don't know. But honestly, we need buyers. We need buyers once it goes public on the 14th of February in order for us to really sell our coin. There has to be buyers there. And we don't know at this point if there's going to be buyers at the $14 mark or not. If Bitcoin is doing well and Bitcoin is on the rise during that time, there's a much higher possibility for people to jump in on a great lending platform like Chrysos. I think that they really have things going very well for them right now. I know there's a few users that are having issues, and sorry that I'm not technical support. I'm not able to help you with every single issue here. But some people have been having a few problems with seeing negative balances on their lending profits and not seeing their profits, or profits are delayed. Those things I can't help you with because I don't really have the answer to. So I apologize for that. But coming back to how Chrysos will do when it hits the market, it's very unknown right now. We still have 12 days left, and I can continue to update you guys on what things look like with Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. I'm going to be watching this number, and you should too. Right now it's at 437 billion. And right now it's fallen. I just refreshed the page, 432. So people go in and go out very quickly. But if this number is on the rise and it's higher than it is now, then that's a good sign that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are on the rise, giving us a higher possibility of being able to see Chrysos increase from its $14 mark to maybe 20 or 25 in the first couple weeks of its launch. But the reality is that a lot of it is based on the health of the entire cryptocurrency market as a whole. Alright, I think that's it for this video, and I plan to release more videos like this revolving around Chrysos coin, that the transparency is going to be in its fullest now. And I apologize to those of you that have been watching my videos and not getting the full picture and just bits and pieces. So if you like my videos, give them a thumbs up, and thank you for your suggestions and comments as well. I am reading them, and it's one reason why I've decided to make this video, is to go back to that transparency that I've had in the beginning. Alright, so I think that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one if I find anything out. Actually, before I go, I wanted to give you an update on a few things. Well, actually just one thing. So the numbers down here, I talked about the trades and the quantities, that they actually show when the trade went in, and it can show us how many people are actually buying into Chrysos. I don't think this is very accurate, and it's nothing that we can really do anything with, because if you see the price of 13.6, that price was hours and hours ago, and you can see where the price is now at 15.6. So this isn't really accurate. I think it's very, very delayed on showing you when the orders actually were placed. It delayed maybe a whole 24 hours or more. And the same thing with the sell orders. These are all delayed too, because it says bid price at 13.6, and that price was also hours ago, since we're at 15.6 again. So yeah, this page not very helpful. And what I was talking about before, when Bitcoin falls, means that Chrysos coin increases in value. That's not necessarily the case. It is to some extent, but to be honest, it's not very helpful as well. So unfortunately, my last video did bring up some ideas, but looking at Chrysos and studying it a little bit more over the days and seeing what's actually refreshing, and looking at the prices, the information that we're seeing on this page is not that helpful at this point. So I apologize for things that were said in the last video as potential pointers or helpful tips, because I don't really think that they're that helpful. So a bashing of myself there, but I hope to give more valuable information when it comes to honesty, realism, transparency, all that kind of stuff in the future. So thanks for watching my videos. Hope you continue to subscribe, and I apologize for not being able to help some of you individuals out there with their current problems. Hopefully support will get back to you as soon as they can. Thanks for watching. See you guys. Bye.